Okay, green flag GT free. Not really sure it's reportable, but could you check my turn 5? Yes, I will. Second.
What are you fucking doing?
Stefan, I got you so muted.
Hello, are you there? You're not audible on stream. Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Oh, okay, now I am. Sorry everyone, I thought my microphone was on. So I've been talking to nobody all this time. Thanks Andy for reminding me. But yeah.
Alright, yeah. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you so much for warning me about that. But yeah, we are at round 7 of Fuji International Raceway. Again, second last round of the IMSA Anti-Stall Racing Series. Current provisional pole is Rupe Gurkipa with a 147.9. I will have to do another round, well, another lap. Tell you how the track is again, because I completely missed everyone. Sorry about that. So yeah, Rupe Kurkipe is currently in outlet, but he is stopping, I guess. He's stopping or just not giving the super to guy. Anyway, let's go on to another onboard. No, he's just warming up beside. I don't think this will be his fast lap, apparently. Yeah, apparently they are taking about 2 laps to warm up the tires. Matteo Bertali here. He is going to start his lap, I think. But at the same time, it seemed like he was going slow on purpose on this first corner. But yeah. The McLaren actually is a really strong car on this track. It was even heavily nerfed on the Fuji 8 hours that was last week. It was too powerful of a car. Yeah, definitely. As we see here on the onboard of Alessandro Porta, he is on his out lap, so he will not go fast yet. He will probably go on the next one. Meanwhile, we see some improvements on lap times, like Samira shot on the AM class. Gets itself in P8 overall of the GT3s. As Alessandro Porta starts to give up some space for the car behind that's still on the fast lap. And waiting for his teammate right behind him to possibly get him some section to stay ahead. As now they go on to the complete lap of the Fuji. There's still 5 minutes to go before we go to the GP qualifying. So, shall we go to an onboard? Or where's the other Ferrari? He is giving some slipstream. There he goes. So there is teamwork happening here. The slipstream on the straight really is helpful for these cars. That is Marcelo Caserta. There he is, yeah. Currently, it doesn't show his current lap time because there are other people ahead of him, but we will see if it will be enough to launch him from where he currently is P11. Still needs a lot of time to catch from the cars ahead of him, but there is still improvement to be done on his lap time for sure. Kurkipa though, he has the purple sector. Can still improve his lap time. Using the slipstream of Oriol back right ahead of him. But Oriol is going to the pits apparently. Rupi does get 2 purple sectors, might be enough to improve his lap time, and it is. Another 147.9, still the only driver to do 147s here. Who else is improving his lap time? We got Simon out here with a first green sector. Already on the last sector here, last corner. Trying to use all the balance from that portion on the rear to launch himself on the corner exit here. Hopefully it's enough top speed too. Mangara does improve at that time, but still stays in the same position. But look at that, on the GT3 AM class. We have Stefan Albanese in P1, Samir Shad in P2 with only 1 millisecond behind, and Simon Guerrero 6 milliseconds behind Stefan. So that is incredibly close. Still 1 lap left for them to do, maybe change their positions because they are so close to each other. The GT3s can use a lot more of the track, but they all have to avoid those sausage curves that can kill the car completely. Those who have done the Fuji 8 hours probably know that very well. A special event that was just last week. Right, as Ruben now starts his fast lap time, we can go on board here. Deep braking here on the first corner, cuts as much on the right side as possible. Uses a bit of the left side. Be careful of the balance. And now full corner here. This corner here, you have to be cutting as much as you can, even going through that pillar there. A lot on the right side. Be careful of the sausage curbs, and I think it's a bit too slow that corner. Now cut as much as you can on this one as well, avoiding that sausage curve on the yellow part. You can go wide or tight on this corner here. 2 right corners fast with no needing of braking. A really slow hairpin to chicane. Just left, cut too much to the right, be careful of another sausage curve that can kill your car. As you go to a medium speed corner on the right side, left side, be careful of the sausage curves, but keep it on the curbs on the left. You can cut more on this corner as well, onto the right side here. Go back to the left to a corner that gets tighter here on the right side, but you need as much acceleration as you can on the exit to get the top speed of your car as you then go across the finish line. Doesn't look like they improved their lap time, unfortunately. So they will just practice the pit entry, which is also very important to do. 40 seconds left of GT3 qualifying before we go on to GTPs. Ruby already has the pole position guaranteed. Alessandro Porta did improve his lap time, but still on the 148, it's not enough to even catch Rupe's provisional pole. So the top three have all parked their cars. Automotive is still going on. Amy Graham is still on a faster lap time. Now we'll start to see the GTPs possibly get on the pit and the pit exit, in fact, or they start their own lap times. Pangatus does improve his lap time as well as Antonio Vitozzi, and that is it for the GT3 qualifying. I think we'll see now the GTPs will start going on track 10 seconds before green.
Right.
And there it is. Green flag for qualifying
Radio
of the GTPs.
Loud and clear.
First one ahead, I think, is like Banheiro, Carlos Ponce. It is Carlos Ponce. I think the first one do their qualifying. Behind we have Matis currently leading the championship. All wins the season. Might get another win here, who knows? Not always easy. Sometimes it does make it look easy, but there are tracks that other drivers can get the advantage. This could be another one. You might even see Tommy Patero get another pole position. So Carlos Ponce is the first one to go out. Let's see how he does his lap time. And we will check how fast this car goes on this straight. That is 306 kilometers per hour, but he completely missed this corner. He only went for the top speed and not actually the corner. So that is one lap gone completely for Carlos Ponce. Matt is now being the first one to cross it. We will now check how he does his corners. Yep, very tight there. You really gotta cut it. This car, of course, has a lot more downforce than the GTP, so you can do this corner carrying a lot more speed, even start accelerating sooner. These cars have a lot better acceleration as well on the exits, thanks to the hybrid system. Now this is the trickier part with the GTPs because the suspension is so much lower than the GT3s. You really have to be careful to not even bottom out or hit the tightest of margins on those. sausage curves as he cuts completely, as he has to move on the last corner, go wide so that you can cut really tight here, carry more speed on the exit, and that is it. A lap 1 to 2 piece on the Fuji International Raceway. Meanwhile, we do have Robin Duhamel behind with the provisional pole. Mati's lap was ignored because I think he got off track. So currently, Robin Duhamel has the provisional pole. Of course, we did see 2 purple sectors from Matis. Still not over for him. Still plenty of time to do the qualifying. Of course, he is still on his second lap. He has battery for it. But also we see Robin Duhamel is improving in the lap time. Not a purple sector though, but still ahead of everyone else. But look, Matis now has 2 purple sectors. He is not giving up this lap time, at least. He will try to finish it, put his name on top of the leaderboard as he's used to do. This could be it now. Every sector has been improved by him. But look, now the second sector is not a green sector. Someone is improving their lap time as well. But we will see now Matis going for... There we go, 126.6. Currently, the only driver on the 126. Robin Duhamel was close to it, but not enough. Who is improving the lap time? We did see a purple second sector there, Juan Vale. He gets himself to P2, super close to P1. Very close. There is still a chance for Juan Vale to get that pole position. Matis on his out lap, so we will check out another driver. Sebastian Hooggraaf currently improving his lap time. Currently P8, 1.1 seconds behind the provisional pole. Robin Duhamel now with the second purple sector. See. Oh, he used too much of that corner. That is completely why he hit the sausage curve. That definitely has damaged the car. So he parks it and gets to try it again. Meanwhile, we see Sebastian right behind, going to improve his lap time. Dennis Sedgley with the first purple sector. And overall currently improving his lap time, but let's see where Sebastian gets his lap time on. It is P4, 3/10 behind the current leader. Dennis Sedgley though, he was going super quick. Let's see if he improved the first lap. He did! He did improve enough of a lap time to get the provisional pole. Still room for improvement. His last sector was a yellow one, and he is still on his second lap time. Currently he has Garrett Spence right ahead of him to give him some slipstream perhaps. Might not be intentional, but it will be helping Daniel. Currently though has the first yellow sector. Driver for Olympus Esports. And we see now Garrett just stopped on side of the track. Seems like Daniel is giving the place to the others. John D is currently going faster. That was a bit squiggly over there. Might have lost him some time. And I do see him kind of oversteering on the corners. I don't think this is going to be a fast lap for him though. It is currently 2 green sectors, might improve on the last one, but might be yellow. It depends on where he gets on the leaderboard. Currently 1.2 seconds behind the provisional pole. Matis is currently trying to improve his lap time, but it is still all yellow sectors. It is a yellow sector for John Deere in the last one, but gets under the second now, up to P7. Meanwhile, Eloy Caballero, though, he is trying to improve his lap time. He is currently on the last corner, now on the main straight. Sophia Ripa trying to put their first lap on the board. One of the two drivers that haven't put the lap time yet. And gets herself in P12. Eloy Caballero does improve his lap time now to up to P5 compared to him. Still 6 minutes to go, a lot of time to be gained here. We don't see many people using Slipstream as teammates as we saw in GT3. That is super slippery on the rears. Might not be ideal. It doesn't look like the lap time will be an improvement though, as we have two yellow sectors. In fact, not anyone is improving their lap time. Even Matis, Wanso, P2, P3, the closest to Daniel Sedgwick, aren't improving lap time. So we will see now Daniel possibly practicing his pit entry. Let's see if he can do it properly. That is good. No penalty definitely if you do it like that. It will be crucial to do the proper pit entry because this isn't as easy as you might think. Eloy Caballero though gets 2 green sectors, 1 purple, and gets the provisional pole right ahead of Daniel Sedgley by 13 hundredths of a second. 13 milliseconds. That's what I mean. 100 is 0.13. Right. Carlos Ponce though seems like he improved the lap time as well. Up to P11. Ricardo Talley is the only driver that hasn't put the lap time on the board. Seems like they're struggling here on this track. This could be a fast lap time now for it to finally be on the leaderboard, though he has some cars ahead of him. So that's why we cannot see their lap time yet. But we will keep a close eye on him to try and at least get ahead of Garrett Spence. That's on P14. A little luck up there from Eloy Caballero. You can see now Alva Gutierrez. He is ahead of, I think it's either Matis or Sebastian. It is Sebastian, which is trying to use their slipstream to get a bit more of a lap time there. Ricardo Talley is going to try across the line now. Is it going to be a proper lap time this time? And it is. Unfortunately, it still is too slow and stays in the same position. He needs about 1.6 seconds to catch the car ahead of him. Pretty well balanced between top 12 drivers in terms of spacing between each other. Very close, in fact. Maximum is about 1/10 of a second between each other, though the margins to the leader will get higher, but for the P11 to be about the second behind is not too bad. Sebastian clearly is improving their lap time. Now onto the last sector. Ooh, that was slidey. We can even see some timeouts on the ground there. Might have lost a lot of time doing that. Don't want to be drifting on the track. That is not how you go faster. He now crosses the last corner here, cuts as much as he can, avoids the sausage curbs on the left side. There it is. There it is a possibility of improving their lap time to go from P6 to P5 perhaps. We will see, and it is a P5, even with that moment. Meanwhile, Sophie Repap gets up to P3 right? The last moment we just saw. 1 minute and a half to go. Still not that many people improving their lap times. Let's see. This actually is all on yellow sectors. It could improve in the last cycle, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get the provisional pole. Mati, so he is down to P4. But he has been sector, so it's not completely gone this lap time. But we will see if he avoids any mistakes on the exit of the corners, trying not to spin the car. Get as much speed on this last corner. Let's see, will it be enough? It be enough. He only needs 0.2 of a second to get ahead of Eloy Caballero. He does get a purple signal last one, and it is well, it could be the right pole position in this case. Does get 126.3, and it's only 20 seconds to go. Those that are on the lap times after will not be able to do any more. That's the one that you are doing right now. Let's see, car number 4. Sophia Ripath does improve in lap time, does she? No. It still says in P4, 129. Something happened in the middle of that lap. Daniel Sergio, though, he's not giving up. He is crossing the line on his last lap with one purple sector in the middle. This could be it. This could be it. This could be enough to get that pole position back. And he crosses the line in P1. He does it by 100th of a second to Mattis. So that is a pole position guaranteed for Daniel Sedgley, as everyone now finishes their last lap times. Got a sponsor here trying to improve from P11, but currently all yellow sector, so I guess he gives up. Sophia Ripath is still the last driver to be on a lap time. They can still do it. At least by how close the lap times are, it could still be an improvement. Now go on a quick onboard, let's see. About that, I'm back. Just quickly it's a snack. That's what the warm-up is also for, you know. So we will start the race in about 5 seconds. Carlos was just going through that lovely sausage cup that destroys your car. That is not good. Let's see the grid, shall we? We have Daniel Sedgley in P1, Mattis in P2, Eloy Caballero in P3, Sophia Ripath in P4, Juan Valle in P5, Sebastian Hoodgraaf in P6, Robin Duhamel P7, Eloy Patero in P8, Alva Gutierrez in P9, João Dias in P10, Carlos Ponce in P11, Stefano Rebes in P12, Tallinn in P13,
Just as a reminder,
and Garen Spets in P14
green
on
flag
the
does not
GTP
start
class.
your race will start when your class leader goes in the start zone. As a reminder for GT3 pole sitters, please leave a decent gap between around 5 to 20 seconds between yourself and the hypercar. Thank you.
It's correct, they always have to leave the space between the classes. Anyway, Rupe Kurkipa in P1 of the GTP Pros, Alessandro Porta in P2, Matteo Bertali in P3, Carlos Post in P4, Dan Maggioni P5, Antonio Vitozzi P6, Del Cassette in P7, Stefano Gattuso in P8, Ruben Simon P9, Mirko Fincat in P10, Sebastian Van der Hoeven in P11, Ken Sam P12, and Osman Sud in P14, because they don't put a lap.
So make sure to leave a little gap to the
Simon Garau in
safety car before
first
you get into
of the
start zone.
GTAM, Stefano Benzi P2, Samir Arshan P3, Leonel Wood in P4, Marco Capitone P5, Amy Green in P6, Neil Zulman P7, Anthony Quaranta in P8, Oreo Juncosa in P9, Olio Beck in P10, and Matteo Lemare in P11. And that is it for our grid, as we will now going to start the race in a bit. Really quick, I just saw that people have been crashing it. Probably so. Yeah, I just saw the cars were stopped on the middle of the track. We will see that in a bit, as we now go for the GTP's race start. We are seeing the safety car leaving a space. GP leaving a space. They will start in a bit. Still on green, still on green. It's Daniel Sedgwick will command the lead in a bit. Still not in the area to start, and they go green. This year, I think Sophie Ripath and Daniel Sedgwick working together when they start what's gonna be, because now she is in P2. Being really careful to not hit her teammates, as we now have both drivers of Olympus Esports in P1 and P2 respectively. And we go now for the GT3 start. And we saw someone going through the pits. I think they got a penalty of some sort. And we see almost going through wide here on turn 1.
Probably you want to review the GT3 start.
But so far everything's safe. Be careful with the car in the middle. They're keeping themselves pretty safe. One has to go a bit on the outside, but it's fine.
Outside, Kevin?
And now they start going mostly
Probably
on.
want to check the GT3 start, because I think we went far past the zone.
You really want to investigate the GT3 starts. We now still see our GTP still keeping it pretty safe between each other. Sophia did lose 2 places afterwards. Meanwhile, Dennis Sanchez is still keeping that lead. Oh, we just saw someone going out track. But I think they have returned. So far, Elliot. Someone on the back, I think it was Stefano Walker, using a bit of the sausage curve. Be careful to not destroy the car, of course. And now go back on the GT3s. Currently really close to each other, but still pretty respectful. Very close to each other. Alright, so you can now see here that Matis got a really big distance from the car behind. Oh, there was an accident there. It was Sophie Ripap and someone else, but we have to see what happened here. In a big lockup from the cars ahead.
Right control, let's look at this last incident.
I think it was related to Tom Patero.
Driver, 2 main.
He's now a bit behind. We also see Sebastian Hoodgraf way behind as well. We will have to see what stewards have to tell about that situation. We will see the replay in a bit, because there's still action going on. He's now on turn 5. In San Sebastian was, I think, will try to overtake here on the inside before the chicane. It goes right on the inside of Antonio Vitozzi. He has to slow down a bit to let Carlos Foster get past.
Okay, please check corner 5.
Matt is still really close to Dennis Sergi. It could be even fuel saving. We will see in a bit when they get on the straight. Got Italian there started 6 positions behind about last place. Now up to P7, trying to even overtake Alvaro Gutierrez. A lot of action going on the GT3 side as well. Just noticed the crash between GT3s. Alessandro Porter with the fastest lap on GT3, but not much behind Rupert. But we will see now.
Race met zoveel oogpots.
Well, let's see if Matis is indeed fuel saving from Daniel Sergi. We did see Daniel Sergi winning a race by fuel saving. It was in Interlagos. Now he gets a bit too distant from P1. Saw like a little slide there on the previous corner. Let's see now if he drops acceleration for the braking point. Seems like it. Seems like it is fuel saving. So there will be some stretching involved later on. Meanwhile, Alessandro Porter gets even closer to Rupert. The GT3 Pro leaderboard on the championship leaderboard is super close to each other, so every point, every position, one by one, it really makes a difference between drivers. They want the win if they can to get the advantage ahead of the car behind. We will now see if the training they did basically on the Fuji towers will compensate for this race. That is, if these drivers have indeed done Fuji towers. And we will see now. I don't think Alessandro is actually fuel saving, getting really close on turn 1 to Rupert. I think he's just trying to push as much as he can. Why? I think there's major battles going on. I think there is. Just oh, I missed it. One shot just had a crash. But we will see every incident in a bit. Even though there's something going on here with it's D-Drive? No, Marco Capizzoli. And Tony Quarenta is trying to overtake the BMW ahead of him. Also, Mattia goes to the inside of Marco. Mattia is not gonna waste time behind that car. Now he has to defend from the Ferrari behind him. But I guess Marco will not attempt an overtake here. He will stay behind, drive cleanly, and wait for the proper opportunity later. I think that is only something happening here. Yeah, that is Matteo. He kind of lost it there. Need to give up 2 positions. Meanwhile, there is Sophie Ripath trying to overtake that bank. Went to the pits possibly to repair the damage. Still has to pit one more time. You can even see if they pitted or not. Yeah, lap 2, so he did pit indeed.
Samir, you're breaking my chat.
Funny. Now, we will check out those crashes. First of all, let us see what happened on the start the race. First with the GTPs. I think someone was standing still, no? Did they crash actually on turn 1? It looked like it, yeah, it was a crash. Might be investigated if not yet. We also see it happening with the GT3, someone was standing still. In fact, we see GT3 of Kevin Stam on Ferrari there. Not properly synced it. Will they get space each other on the first corner? On the first hairpin, I mean. No, he just spins it. That's bizarre. And even another crash behind. Oh, real quick, let's just go to the light. Yeah. To lead us off, the GTPs here. They are fighting each other. I think Mattis will try to overtake it now.
Yeah, for me too, because I'm trying to be so
And he
clean,
does
but,
get the
currently
leading the race from Daniel Sedgley. But Daniel is still his side by side here. I think he will give up because Mattis is going to be on the inside line on the next corner.
Just to clarify, you talking about the Ferrari number 90, the 86? 86?
Matteo.
Look at that. Daniel's still not giving up. Now he's going to get a really good launch from that corner. But once again, Mattis still has the inside for the next one. They are overtaking traffic. I'm not sure if Mattis will defend the inside. It wouldn't matter because they are still two side by side with the GT3, so they have to be a bit patient. Watch out for the sausage car when you overtake the GT3, and it does nicely. But now Daniel Sedgley got lost a lot of time there from the other cars. Meanwhile, we see these three GTPs super close to each other. And John Deere had to give up, otherwise he would hit that sausage cup and that really damage his car. But it's still not too far away from the others. He will still keep going. Watch out for the sausage cup. Oh, and that is, I think, Kevin Stam. And I just saw Tommy Patera also hit that sausage cup, so... Seems like there's a lot of damage going on right now. Meanwhile, John Deere is now trying to overtake the two Spanish drivers. Actually, one of them Spanish, the other is Colombian. We have them side by side. Onto turn 1. A little touch there, but John Deere gets ahead of everyone and gets up to P6. Tommy Patera, though, he also gave a position there.
The car 3 jumped into the inside unbelievably.
Álvaro Gutierrez saying that move wasn't very fair. It is up to the stewards to investigate. But yeah, this battle still isn't over. Tommy Patera still has speed to catch the car ahead on him. Meanwhile, on the GT3 side, we are not seeing actually nobody really close to each other enough for an overtake. This is really the battle that is happening right now.
Let's come forward, please.
The Ferrari there is kind of ruining it for the other GTPs, but so far they managed to be a bit safe. There it is, that's probably the exit that Tommy Patera wanted to get ahead. Let's see if we keep it. But the speed, will it be enough to get on turn 1? Will Gonçalves even defend? No, he doesn't. And I guess Tommy Patera didn't really try to do the overtake. He did. He just did. Now only John Deere is ahead of him. Get that P6. Going all the way on the outside to for the GTP on the inside. Be careful with Carlos Boza. But Tommy Patera is getting closer and closer to John Deere. Look at that, the gap is decreasing. This is going to be a move here on the inside possibly. If John Deere is not defending it, it could be on a happen. No, they both gave up. I guess the GTP will be on the way, so they have to be patient. Both of them, in fact. A bit of the sausage curve there. Meanwhile, now, Quattro Valley got even closer to them. Oh, that's a hit between the GT3 and the GTP of John Deere. That was Rupe, goalkeeper. He was actually leading the race. That will probably not go very well with the stewards for that happening. We'll see. It was bizarre how both GTPs went to two different directions, one on the inside, one on the outside. There's Tony Patero up to P6. Now he has 4 seconds to catch P5 of Ricardo Italian. Meanwhile, Álvaro Gutierrez getting passed by Sebastian Hulka. But yeah, that is it. That's gonna really be bad for a current championship leader of GT3 Pros. Right, because now Rupe has about 4 seconds to catch the leader again. We will check out whether there's another belt here. Not really close, so let's see more accidents that happened that we missed. See Matteo Bertalli on the McLaren, which be a really fast car here on this track. Did he use too much on the curbs, or was it a different kind of accident? Oh, it is a different kind of accident. That also happens a lot with this car. It's really unstable. Even though it is fast on this track, it's still a bit unstable compared to, for example, the Ferrari. Meanwhile, with the GT3s of Leon Ellerwood and Mikko Fincato, I think. After that accident that we just saw, onto this corner here, Leon tried to go on the inside. Ooh, and hits the BMW ahead of them. Possibly being investigated. Meanwhile, right afterwards, no, even before that accident that we see on the Porsche and the BMW ahead, the Emmy Graham with another collision perhaps? Or was it related to that one? Yeah, it was related to that one. And kinda don't think they lost their front wing, front bumper. Yeah, front bumper still seems to be there. Oh well. And we have on the same corner that this was with Marco Fincato. And we see, did he take out more cars? He tried to avoid, but he still didn't use the brakes though. That should be investigated, I think. We will go back to live. Álvaro Gutierrez, no, Juanso Valley. I think he got close to Tony Patel, but already lost the time. I think traffic has something to do with it. Carlos Spence here trying to defend from João Dias, which already lost a lot of time from that collision with Rupe. Trying to gain from Stefano. Doesn't look like the BMW has the top speed for it. Good for him. And the Cadillac of John Deere is getting really close here. But suddenly they lost a bit of time. I think Drone just locked up there. You hear these 3 AM drivers here. We got a bit close, but not close enough on the straight to make an overtake. Meanwhile, these GTPs again got really close. Ron Diaz just got really close to Garrett Spence, but could not be enough to get an overtake yet. Ricardo Italian now in danger of Tommy Patero for the P5. He managed to gain 4 seconds, about 2 or 3 laps, Tommy, but still now has 11 seconds to catch Eloy Caballero in P4 if he still wants to have a chance on the podium even. There we go, Tommy Patero now gets really close to Ricardo Italian's gearbox. Look at the speed. Look at the speed. It looked even like the BMW even slowed down. But Tommy passed, but it could be because you shouldn't really try to fight someone that's clearly faster than you. You will only lose more time, both of you. So, what else did we miss on here? So we did see Sophie Ripap having a mistake. Oh, that's what happened. That's why she lost a bit of time. Actually thought a crash even happened, but yeah, that's what happened. And then we see between Tom Patero and Sebastian. Let's see if that again, please. It looked like Tommy just ran into Sebastian. And that is why these two kind of lost their time. And we now are seeing okay, there we go. Then it's actually now getting really close to Mattis here for the first place. Let's see how lap times are. Why is it not appearing? What? Lap time. Here we go. So yeah, on the last lap, Dennis actually got a lot of time to do it to Mattis. Even though previous laps he was always losing time, but now look at that. He will try to attack it from the outside this time since Mattis was defending the inside. Can you give it a little switcheroo? Nah, it won't be possible because the corners, the complex of corners doesn't really allow that. He goes on the inside here before Mattis tried to overtake that GT3. But now Mattis is going to be in trouble because he is ahead. Then it says we'll get all the slipstream. Meanwhile, Mattis will only get from the GT3s that he can. And how close they are, but Mattis will stay on the inside. He will not give the inside for Daniel. It's going to be close to each other, but Mattis does keep it ahead of him, just close enough to make the battle last a bit longer. But look, it looked like Daniel was gonna send it on a really complicated corner to do it, but no, he's gonna keep it there and behind. Meanwhile, we see Sophia Ripaf right ahead, teammate of Dennis Edgley. Hopefully she doesn't block the current leaders. I mean, there are blue flags for the class. I'm not sure if they are doing it. When is she going to respect the blue flag? Otherwise, it seems like it's helping the teammate instead. It should be illegal as well. There was a lot of corners still not giving the position to the cars behind. But now Mattis will go on the inside, I think, to try and overtake. Nope, he has to stay behind the BMW still. Spence here having trouble overtaking the GT3. Meanwhile, lost the position there for Stefano. Seems like they got grouped. Meanwhile, all on this battle still. Finally, Dennis Sergi is ahead of his teammate. Dennis Sergi is not giving up yet, though. We'll try to keep close. Much as you can on the Supreme. Tommy Pater is still 12 seconds behind before. Fortunately, the advantage that he got Sorry, Ricardo tunneling is not going to be enough faster lap times to catch Eloy Caballero. $53 have gone by. I think the pit stops have already started. At least I see Rupe got really down on a leaderboard. Is possibly the GTP going to do a pit stop? No, they're not. Gonna keep it like this. Currently, none of the top 5 of any class have done the pit stops, but we will see, for example. There we go. Rupe, Matthias, Sebastian, Kevin Sen have done their pit stops on the GT3 Pros. So we will keep an eye on the other GT3s to see if they're gonna start doing their pit stops as well. Ricardo Town is still keeping himself in P6 as much as he can. But he's super in danger from Sebastian Ricardo right behind. Let's see how the leaders are currently. They're close to each other, still not giving up that easily. And anyway, we do see that the GTPs are not pitting yet. To be at the 35-minute mark. But if they can do it in only one pit stop, which would mean doing a 40-minute mark, that would be even better for them. But they are pushing so hard that I doubt any of them is actually fuel saving. Matis is usually not so much in danger as he is today on this track of not winning it. Ooh, we just saw New Zealand just missing his corner, going on the outside of that. See now more GT3s on the pit lane. Only the top 3 now remain to do their pits. Or 4 in fact. Now there's a car buffer between Matis and Daniel Sedgley, which is perfect for Matis. Can give a bit of a space from the car behind, not get so much friction to catch him. Meanwhile, on the other Dutch League racing driver, trying to catch that Ricardo Tallin, which just locked up, could be the opportunity to get even closer and pass it on straight, possibly. We have traffic right ahead. Not gonna be easy, is it? Not gonna be easy. They have to be a bit patient because the car is keeping it. Actually give a bit of space on the inside for these GTP drivers to go in. Now, we do see that Daniel Sedgley and Robin Ramel are in the pits. Matisse and Eloy Caballero are still out on track. Will be undercutting the advantage for these drivers. The GTPs, these two are also pitting. We will see if outside of the pits they can get ahead of them. Carlos Boas, Alessandro Porter also on the pits. I think Marcel Cassette is the only one that is not yet on going to the pit, or is he? Yeah, he is. That is all of the GT3s in the pits. Antonio Vitozzi, where is he? He is in the pits as well, so that is all the GT3 Pro drivers in the pits. We have the GT3 AM drivers who are possibly doing it right now. We have the GTP still on track, the top 6 of them. Meanwhile, everyone else is in the pits. Matis could go right on this lap, or try to keep it even more laps ahead. We will see. Could be right now as we see him possibly crossing more to the right. He is keeping himself on the white line to go to the pits. All the other cars possibly behind as well are going to follow him, since it wouldn't make sense to keep going. No, Eloy Cabinero still keeps going. As he fuel saved so much that it's gonna be a single pit stop. Let's see on board how much is he fuel saving per lap. If there would be enough, it would be incredible, but we will just have to wait and see. Look at that, Rupert though, finally close to the lead again. This is what he wanted. Get back on the lead of the race. He managed to reduce those 4 seconds from the pit stop alone. Tom Patero, Juan Soval and Álvaro Gutierrez haven't pitted yet. Or if they have, I think they are unsynced here. It makes it strange how it says still says 0 stops, but we did see Eloy Cabinero. No, sorry. Matis was the one that pitted. Tommy still had plenty of time behind Eloy Cabinero, so I think it is correct. If they are really pitting right now, can they make it for the last lap with only 1 pit stop? Curiously now, Eloy Cabinero going to attempt that exact scenario. He's going to the right side, so he is pitting. There is no doubt that he is pitting. Just a question of if the cars behind him are also pitting. This could be enough. He could do it in 1 pit stop, I think, if we really save it well and work with the timing. So why wouldn't Matis and Robin? Where is the other driver? Hey, where is the other driver? Where is the driver that Dennis Sergi? Why did he lose so much time in the pits? Huh, they lost a lot of time because now they are, well, more than, I can't even say it, towards the leader. Let's see. The gap now would be 59 seconds, so it is about 25 seconds extra lost on the pit alone. Something is not correct. No. I know what it is. It's not, I was looking at Sophia. No. It is definitely 40 seconds. That is definitely a pit stop, pit lane penalty, because 40 seconds is usually the time that you do when you go too fast into the pit lane. Juan Valley still hasn't pitted. Neither has Álvaro Gutierrez. They have done this perfectly then with pit stops. This should be enough for them to win the race, which just makes it a bit of a question mark as why Matis, for example, hasn't done that exact scenario. Because yeah, we did see Eloy Cabinero, he couldn't do the extra lap, but these two drivers will make it. So yeah, we are already seeing that it is a scenario of 1 pit stop can be done in this track. Even if you weren't as fast as, for example, Matis was going, it can still be done. So let's just see, before we go to a previous incident. Look at these two drivers though. Tomasello using a bit too much of that sausage curve on the right side, almost making him spin. But he is trying to fight Stefano Gattuso. As close as he can get to the car ahead of him. Right. We are looking for Daniel Sagely's pits entry. Trying to find it. Kinda hard to find it. Meanwhile, now we see the Ferrari getting super close to the BMW. Possibly an attempt will be done here. get it on the turn 1. Turn 1 overtake can be done here. Let's see. Stefan Gattuso is going a bit zigzags. Not get any switching for Marcel. But I don't think Marcel will try to overtake. I think he was a bit too far away, so he will try it next time.
Last corner, into floor.
I just saw it, yes. Then Sergio went too fast on the pit entry. That is the wrong entry. It is him exiting the pit. That's not what I wanted. Unfortunately, it's too much effort. There we go. You see it. So we can see the pit entry. It is from the time that he says too long, it's about 1 minute and 40 minutes, which is 1 minute 40 seconds. I mean, it's a bit 40 seconds too much to be in the pits. So yeah, that is definitely a pit entry penalty. Alright, let's just go to the incidents that we missed before, and there was a lot of incidents to cover. Tommy Patero crashed. Did he though? After this, what happened to Tommy Patero on lap 2? This is still lap 2 incidents that we are watching the replays while no racing is currently happening. Did he do it on his own? He did it on his own, yeah. But he still keeps it on track. A bit slow, but he does keep it on track. You see Osman jump to the pit. That's not what I wanted to see. Oriol Beck went off track. Oh, that's what happened. On our Team Dakar, we've seen him spin a lot of times before. Oriol Beck does crash later on the lap. Supposed to be on his own as well. That's fine. It's a crash because he already was off. Meanwhile, let's just see on the live stream, we got these 3 GTPs close to each other. Then he's certainly not trying to recover all that he lost from that penalty through that practice the pit entry, which we saw a lot of people doing it. It is not an easy one to do, and it goes on the inside really aggressively from Sebastian Hoegraaf. And that is his mistake, but he did lose the position. Sebastian keeps it ahead of him. While he's still trying, let's just see what happened once of all, because it said it crashed as well. Did he go too much on the curbs here? He did. He did use the curbs too much, and that made him spin. Now we will see the overtake finally happening. Possibly, actually. Is he going to try it on turn 1 aggressively again? Or no, he's not going to attempt it this time. Going to be a bit more patient. That spin is why Juan Soval is a bit too far behind, which he actually had some good pace, especially in qualifying. It was odd that we were super far behind. I think our pressure's here as well. Another one from Kevin Stam. This was the one that we saw, I think? No, it's not exactly. It goes a bit too wide, I think, and that made the sequence there of the GTPs go through the sausage curbs. last lap and lap 11, which we actually missed. Alfonso had a crash previously as well. What is this one then? Oh, you just missed it. You just missed it. Okay. Still cannot keep it. Sebastian now cannot catch Dennis Sedgley though. Finally Dennis Sedgley is ahead, but he will try to overtake here. Well. Watching out for Kevin Sam on the inside. He's go on. Ooh, that's a lot of curve. That's a lot of curve. And they crash each other. Ooh.
You're joking, aren't you? What was that?
It was too close to each other. Well, after the mistake for Juan Valley.
I just gotta say, that was fucking marvelous to watch.
And I think Daniel Sedgley just hit that Porsche in the entry. It's not good for the Olympus esports, which need to start really strong. Just completely lost it mid-race. Something happened recently as well for Niels Ullmann. No, sorry. Simon Garau. This is what I wanted to see. So this Porsche, we did see the incident just happen ahead. But was it on the return to the track? It looks, it really looks strange to see it like that. Meanwhile, we do have Niels Ullmann did have a crash. We will get to see it right now. Did the curbs? It is the curbs again. That sausage curb on the right side can be deadly on the car because it really bottoms out and loses control completely. Meanwhile, the car telling, which seems to be doing really well during this race, keeping in a high position, does get a bit. Oh, so far so good. What happened then? Oh, it's too much. Yeah, it's too much cornering on this one. If I lost a bit of time, still stays in the P10, which is good for him. From the position that he started. Meanwhile, drivers that gained the most positions on the GTPs, we have Robin Duhamel, which is currently in P2. We have Anthony Quaranta, which gained 12th position on the GTP. Currently leading the GT3 AM. So, not bad. Not bad. From being about last place on the GT3 AMs to now being P1. Of course, we do see some GT3 have done the 2 stops already. Possibly they are not complete. They are not on this race here. And now we have Rupert as close as he can get now to that leader of the GT3s. He wants that lead, he wants that win again. He had the opportunity to have it, but after that incident with the GTP, he kind of lost it. But now he's trying to recover as much as he can. They have Matteo ahead of them, which doesn't seem like he's want to give the position lead. He's like aggressively defending his position instead of letting the GT3 leaders go by. He's just making it easy, harder for the GT3 of Rupert. Trying to get the lead, but now he lost a lot of time because of that lap car. He will not like that situation for sure. As now he finally goes to the pit. So Patero getting really close behind of these GT3s. Could possibly do it, at least one of them before the turn 1, and he does. Gets in the middle of them. Now 1 second between P1 and P2 with the He's... It is an incident that happened between Stefano and Matteo Lemire. I wonder why, because the car even seemed a bit damaged before. Oh, that happened. That happened. That's really not good, is it? Really not very respectable. Actually, Riccardo Tani, besides the incident we saw him losing on the last corner, he lost it in another corner. That's why he lost a lot more time than I thought. Because, yeah, potentially being in P5 or P6, in fact. So what happened? This is for the back on the corner. Oh, he's really losing a lot of control on this car. Seems like he's not properly adjusted, at least at the midway of the race. But he seemed really well at the start of it.
Come on, I'm listening all the time on this lap, man.
What's
When you
up,
join the track, you do not press accelerator.
Someone is definitely not happy there. Obviously, Daniel Sergio trying to recover now the lost positions from all the mistakes that have happened during this race. Someone that used to be leading this race now down to P8. Again, it played really well. Played really well. We will see that not even once over, possibly once over even, but Eloy Caminero could possibly, but most certainly Aldo Gutierrez could get the race win if he can quit with one pit stop. Oh well. Yeah. So those that went to lap 21 on the pit, I think it's guaranteed that they can do it. On lap 20 it could even be possible as well. It really depends on late stages of the race will go on. But I don't think Matis or even Robin will be able to win it now. If they haven't used enough to do the extra laps necessary to finish with one pit stop, because it could be really early. As well, we can see here on the pit time.
We can't clear it if they slow down.
This is the pit time that people spent. And you can see Dennis Edge got the 40-second penalty for going too fast. That's why he is down and not leading anymore. Besides other things that happen, of course. Meanwhile, these two teammates are still keeping close together. But we do have Daniel Sergio approaching quickly, trying to get those positions back. Ooh, now they got interrupted by one of those GTPs, and now they go Freddy Neal, and that happened again. We saw it before.
But twice now, the GP3s are in the roof.
We saw that exact same scenario, and Rupert got the bad end of it.
You have to clear the black light and it has to go wide and destroy.
And that is
That's right.
Juan Valley going to the pits. Which is bizarre because he was one of the last ones that went to the pits.
Yeah, indeed, Amy. As for
There
Gary's
is
thing, I don't think we
possibly
can physically in iRacing move slowdown. That's fine if we want to or not.
that is possibly too many incidents if he's going to do a drive-through penalty probably.
The black flag, that's when you can clear it, but if you're not going to clear it, I need to know in time to clear it, and then that caused all the chaos.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
Like that.
Yeah, this is drive for penalty.
That's me done now. So cool. Thanks.
So what happened here with Stefano Gattuso?
FYI, you can turn slow down. Doesn't matter though. Time to slow down and control our car.
That's why the car had an accident. Just wanted to really quickly go through the incident here. There is Daniel Sergi ahead. Just missed it.
No, I'm just saying you can.
And also,
clear it.
Robin Duhamel
Doesn't mean you should,
and
but
Mats
you
fighting
can.
each other on the lead. And I had just heard someone crashing ahead. I wonder what that was. But yeah, Robin Duhamel really challenging Matis for the lead, of course. Robin definitely will not be fuel saving for the speed that he's going. He is going to try and get ahead of him constantly. Matis is going to play the safe. He's going to do in the long game. That's how wide the Robin is going and loses again the position because of how aggressively he's driving. And he goes right next again, trying to overtake, trying to be ahead of Matis, but Matis doesn't really matter for that situation because he knows he can still win it just by the fuel saving alone. He will try to fuel save alone for one pit stop, but not sure if it's gonna be possible. Ruben now goes to the pit, leaving Alessandro Porta still leading this race. He did have 1.5 seconds of a gap ahead. Not sure if that's gonna be the same afterwards. Yeah, there is a lot of fuel saving methods he's doing. He will try to do it with one pit stop as well. So he pitted a bit early for that. But he still has such a gap from the car behind it. Well, using the clutch even to reduce even more fuel. I thought it wasn't possible anymore with these cars since iRacing patched it, but I think on the GT3s you cannot do it. And probably the LMP2s. But yeah, we see Robin just struggling ahead, losing every corner, apex. Meanwhile, Robin just taking it super easy, really coasting the car to get ahead of him later by just a single pit stop. So this is still Matty's race to win. Let's see more considering that he's doing. That is really a lot of fuel you can consume by doing like that. But we will see, keep a close eye on how fast he is going to keep going there. Meanwhile, we do see an accident here with Doriel Beck. This is the sector that he always struggles to keep spinning on this part. Let's see what he does this time. Accelerates too soon and makes the car spin. Gap just got up to 1.6 seconds, which not gonna help as much on the fuel saving from Mats, but I think he can still do it. We will see. We are now seeing more drivers going to the pits on the GTP side, but the GTP still keep going. Most of them will try to keep it like this till the end of the race. See, Oriol John Cosa just got into an accident. He's already far behind on the leaderboard. Is it gonna be the same mistake as we saw before, or related to the GTP? No, he just stopped. Let everyone by. Okay. Oh, but we did see something happening with Kevin Stam there. Let me real close see what happened here while we look at Kevin Stam. Okay, so he goes the outside here. Oh, just starts accelerating too much. Three seconds now ahead, Robin towards Matis. Again, with the fuel saving that Mati is doing, he doesn't need to worry about the fuel pitting, which Robin is currently about to do. Aloy, Tommy, Sebastian, I'm not sure if Sebastian is actually the case, will not need to pit stop anymore. Sebastian is probably going to pit on this lap. And same for Daniel Sledger as well, because they just keep pushing and not being mindful of the fuel to make it with a one pit stop. Right, the GT3 leaders now are on the pits. They're actually exiting the pits. We see if Rupert can actually catch them. Can he actually get ahead of Alessandro Porta, which was previously leading? He's now P3.
Check.
You can see the car ahead there. There's Alessandro Porta exiting the pit. Fortunately for him, it's only 2.3 seconds ahead, so it's not going to be enough to even be as close as we saw before. Right, the GT3s have all done pits except for Niels Ullmann. Here leading the GT3 AM. Possibly has to do. Don't feel safe as much as the GT3s apparently. Doesn't help that you cannot use the clutch to fuel save with the GT3s. So after the eventful first laps, we see that Tommy Pater now has a more chill race. And there goes Niels Ullmann already pitting, and that is all for the GT3s of pit stops. The question of the other GTPs, the Matis, they'll keep going at 4 minutes to go. Those that pitted before, during lap 18, have all pitted. Roderick Duhamel comes out in P4 currently. It's all about Matis, Eloy, and Tommy Patero to keep it till the end of the race like this. They could do it, but it is going to be really, really hard for them. Especially Matis, which is 1 lap down in pit stops compared to the others. If it was like Alvaro Gutierrez, which has hit it in lap 21, 2 laps ahead of Matis, even Eloy Caballero, which if it wasn't for that drive-through, would possibly be in contention for the race as well. Right now we just need to keep close look to these pit stops that they're doing. Alvaro Gutierrez, where is he? He is currently on the last sector, but still 17 seconds behind Tommy Patero, in case Tommy will do a pit stop. stupid segment here, trying to overtake Antonio Vitozzi. Mercedes. And he is now in trouble with Matteo Bertali right behind him. Matteo getting super close. Matteo needs to be careful with his car because it is prone to easily spinning, even though it is fast. There we go. And now they're doing some zigzags on the straight. Mattia could get top speed enough to pass at least a Ferrari. Tony Patera goes by as a GTP with a lot of speed. And he goes to the inside, will it? Yeah, he does. We did see Tony Vitozzi. Oh! There we go. He missed the braking point, Mattia, and had to concede 2 positions again. Now has to stay behind Ruben. What's going on here? This just was part of another crash. Could be one of the curb, sausage curb that launched him. Let's see. Not quite. But it does make it look like he lost control of the car there. We are very close to the finish line, and it seems like all the pit stops that people are supposed to be done have been done already, so this has to be it for the end. It is white flag for Matis. He is now on the last lap of the race. He has to keep it with the fuel that he has, even though he went to the pits 1 lap earlier than Eloy Caballero, which seems to be catching him really quickly. But it's still 1.2 seconds. Meanwhile, we see Matteo Bertelli now finally trying to overtake Ruben. Getting a bit slipstream from the Mercedes, that's helping him.
Look at whoever's in front of Ruben, he's weaving from the straights.
There you go, Sue. Almost a Ferrari touches that McLaren. That's really flamey McLaren's back. But that is position gain from Mattia. Not sure if he's gonna try to overtake Antonio Vitozzi. So what we can say is our current leader though is about to finish this race. But Eloy Caballero, look at how close he is. Still not over. Eloy doesn't need to fuel save as much as Matis, but now we will see if Matis does have enough fuel to push it full throttle. But I think he does. I think that was enough. It is enough. Is it enough? Is it enough? No, it's not. No, it's not. It is not enough. He already started cutting the engine at the end there. That is not a victory for Matis. It is for Eloy Caballero for a 1/10 of a second at the end. He just needed to last that previous lap on the first stint a lot more. But yeah, his car is completely dead now. There is no fuel in that car. Meanwhile, we will go to the GT3s. We just saw Rupe had a drive-through penalty. He lost the P2 position. That gives Alessandro Porta easy P1 with no contention. Even though some GTPs ahead have already finished, this GT3 hasn't finished because he was in the pit. As we see all the GTPs just driving here along. But we are not done yet. Top 3, the GT3 pros have still need to finish. GT3 AM leaders have finished. Samir Shad wins it at the GT3 AM race on Fuji. Meanwhile, you got Alessandro Porta just posting it basically. He has 28 seconds ahead of P2 onto the last straight. Let's go into the last pit straight, sorry. As he flashes the light celebration, as he wins
The white
it.
flag.
Wait a minute. Why is Carlos Boza behind? What happened to
If
Carlos
you've got
Boza?
white flag, just carry on. I
What
don't know
happened
why
to
you
Carlos
have it,
Boza?
but just carry on and finish the lap. It won't affect the standings.
I'm sorry, what happened to Carlos Boza? Did he? Oh, I don't think he had enough fuel. That's Rupe back to P2. So dramatic ending for these drivers. So the race was not over for Rupe to get the P2. Amazing. That still gives them some championship hopes. Well, that is it for our round 7, our second to last race on the anti-stall racing IMSA series. As we now go on to, let's just go for the GTP grid finish. I mean, Ella coming out and wins dramatically right at the end by a tenth of a second to Matis, which finished P2, Tom Patel in P3, Robin Duhamel in P4, Alvaro Gutierrez in P5, Sebastian Huygraf in P6, Daniel Sergio in P7, John Diaz in P8, Ricardo Tali in P9, Carlos Ponce in P10, Juan Oval in P11, Stefano Rebesi in P12, Garrett Spence in P13, and Sofia Ripath in P14. For the GT3 Pro drivers, we have the race win of Alessandro Porta, Rupi Kurkipan finished in P2, Carlos was in P3, Daniel Maglioni in P4, Marcelo Cassetti in P5, Antonio Vitozzi in P6, Matteo Bartali in P7, Ruben Segman in P8, Stefano Gattuso in P9, P10 for Sebastian van der Hoeven, P11 for Kevin Stam, Miko Ficanto in P12, and Osman Sud, which I'm not sure if he was even racing, probably, finished in P13. As for the GT3 AM drivers, we have the race winner of Samir Strat, Marco Capitolo in P2, Tony Corenta in P3, Simon Grau in P4, Stefan Albanese in P5, Niels Woodman in P6, Amy Graham in P7, Matteo Lemmer in P8, Oriol Beck in P9, Olio Junkos in P10, and Leon Elwood in P11. Not sure if anyone is willing to do an interview. But we do have someone for the interview. Hello, Mattis. Very dramatic ending there. I knew it was gonna be tough for you to save on the last stint, especially since you were one lap earlier than the other drivers. But how hard was it? Since the start of the race, you seem to be battling a lot more than you were actually coasting it.
Yeah, this was an extremely hard race, man. I got to split my strategy. Because on the first stint I got a massive battle with Daniel Seshley. It was very fun, but I think he got a time penalty when he entered the pits because he was nowhere to be found when I exited the pits. But then I saw the others, go later into the pits than I did. So I thought they going to fuel save way more than I did. So I thought, yeah, I got the gap right now, and I think, yeah, fuel saving very much into the second stint to make it work. Actually, it didn't quite work at the end at the finish line, but I heard Eloy got a time penalty. So with that, we also won this race, I think. So I got again very lucky, but it was a very hard race.
Yeah, on track he might have won, but yeah, because of situations that happened with, I think it was an incident with the GT3, not sure. Yeah, I do think you do win this race, but that is not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Since first that penalty that was it? Daniel said he got, yes. He actually really helped you, but even though he wasn't fuel saving, you could tell he was really pushing it to be ahead. But Robin Duhamel obviously was going to pit earlier, but I was not expecting you to actually pit after pitting, doing one stop because of how quickly you were actually pushing it on the car. So I thought, yeah, he's going in lap 19 for the pit, so he's just going to do two pit stops. But no, you actually tried to do one stop. Unfortunately, actually, fortunately, it did help. Otherwise, you would have been placed behind even other drivers.
Yeah, I think if I pushed it again in the second stint, I had to pit eventually again. But yeah, the pits is so long at Fuji. I don't think I had won the race if I pushed again for the second stint. So it was a very risky strategy. But yeah, we made it work. We got lucky with the time penalty of Eloy. But yeah, I also wanted to see what happened if Daniel didn't got the time penalty in the pits and battled to the end of the race. But yeah, we won, so that's the only thing that matters, I think.
But did you actually practice fuel saving, or you just expected it wouldn't be viable on this race?
No, I because of the long straights, I don't think fuel saving was an option. But after I saw Eloy, Tommy, and some of the others pitted in a lap later than me, and seeing the time that was left, yeah, I thought it was possible. But yeah, what I said, it was really risky to fuel save 2 stints into one. But yeah, we got lucky.
And I think with this, I can't really check the standings right now. I think you have won the championship on the GTPs actually.
Yeah, we did some math before the race, so I know what I needed to become champion. So we made it work. So yeah, that was the goal. So extremely happy with that one.
Many congratulations on winning our season 4. I actually forgot the number of the season. Yeah, our IMSA series. And hopefully we can even see you next time. Of course, it's not over. You still have the last race. If you want to win it, all of them, except for one. You almost won that one, but it's so far been really good to see you just really pushing it to all the drivers. Sometimes they can catch up, like this time, and other times they you can clearly see you are far ahead of them. But congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, mate. The goal is to finish the Spa on P1 as well. I love the track, so yeah, should be nice to win that one also. But thanks, mate. See you in the next round.
You want to give any words on Dutch for our viewers?
Ja, jongens, het is gelukt. Heel veel support gekregen voor jullie, dus super fijn om te zien dat we met DLR in ieder geval gewoon een kampioenschap binnen hebben geharkt. En nog best wel dominant ook. Dus ja, super tof. Super bedankt voor het helpen en het meekijken naar de races die ik gereden heb dit seizoen. En ja, super tof. Super tof om dit samen met jullie te doen. Dus deze is ook voor jullie.
Super tough indeed. All right. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you next week on Spa.
Yes, thanks, mate. See you.
That is it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Again, sorry I forgot to turn on my microphone at the start of the race. But thank you for watching me, and I see you next time on Spa. Same time next week.